Hi guys. Okay, I am adding a link here if you have any issues. Um, have issues with okay. Anyway, so I just added the link for everybody, and that's it. I hope. Are you all there? I don't know if you can see me. I hope so. Let's see. Oh, okay. Hi everyone. I think you can see me. Hope so. Okay, good, good. So, wow, how exciting, huh? I'm so excited. I'm so happy that we had something. That's cool. That's cool. I'll see. Okay, that we had something planned for today, even before these things came out, the indictments, right? So it's exciting. It's exciting. No self. Try Terry. Try the link, okay? If you have problems, the link above. Hi, Jean. Okay. Here's the link. Okay. So, wow, guys. Don't know what to say even, right? Whole thing. Just there's so much to talk about. Just absorbing the news of what happened yesterday, of those indictments of the Russian people. And I feel like they are basically, I think it's pretty obvious, and it's kind of funny that you guys were mentioning that on Fox. They're saying that, oh, it doesn't mean that it's collusion. It's like, and it was so funny. I felt like Rosenstein did it on purpose, and so did Mueller. They wrote the whole thing. Oh no, this indictment doesn't mean it's collusion, so that they would have something to hold on to. Who is this woman? Financial Services Committee. What do you talk? Who is this person? Get audio video help. Yeah. So, yeah, I just feel like, okay, obviously I'm in New York, so over here everybody knows, I guess, that he's a crook. I mean, he's just a hustler person, right? It's not like he's serious. Right? I know actually he's the president now, but it was funny. I remember when he was gonna run for president, people were like, "Oh, ha ha ha!" Like, what a joke, like it's not serious, but I guess he is serious. So anyway, the whole thing about collusion, say, "Oh, it's not collusion," doesn't mean collusion happened. Okay, so basically, I feel like there's two. The one very important thing I felt about the indictment was that it showed that anybody who dealt with these trolls, which is like most of the people involved in this administration, right? The trolling was very coordinated. It was pretty obvious. So anyone who has willingly and unknowingly exchanged information with these people are going down. Okay, that's pretty obvious. That was a little hello to them. I felt like this was a great way for them to say, A, Russia is responsible, and B, all of you who are there, that's what I feel like. I had this vision before that those people, those people on Twitter, a lot of the conservative commentators, they're in on this, and they're all spreading Russian propaganda knowingly. Okay, so all these people, so many people that are Trump supporters, are actually part of a large scale information war propaganda, and that's what he was saying. Okay, so yeah, I feel like Pedro, anybody you have to be either extremely naive or dumb to think that you're going to get away with this. Okay, so I mean, not get away with this, but people who are saying that Trump is innocent. Hello, come on. Okay, So I thought it was very interesting that they had so much information. You know, if you read the indictment, and I actually made a note to say this, to talk about this a little bit. If you downloaded the indictment itself, on the it's 37 pages. Page 36 talks about asset forfeiture. So it said that if convicted, all these people are going to get their money taken by the government, which to me signifies that they're going to take everybody in this investigation who took money. All their money is gone. Like they're going to do asset forfeiture for everybody. Okay, I thought it was very interesting. So it's a sign that it's serious. You know, he's very serious, Mueller. Okay. And it was funny that somebody said, oh, you know, people are saying this, but it's just like some trolls or whatever. No, it's not just some trolls. The guy who owns that place is, what is it called? He's like very close to Putin, and he's a chef or something, okay? So yeah, so it's only the beginning. And I have a feeling, guys, this is going to be, I don't know the detail exactly. He must know so much more. Ruth said, yes, the detail in the report was amazing. Exactly. And exactly, Ruth is, yes, Ruth said that the detail in the report was amazing. And Judy said, good, because they were selling out this country. Mueller is going to get them all. That's what I feel like, guys. And I feel like nobody is safe. Like if you were involved in, like, you know, knowingly saying like, oh, you know, I saw this Russian guy, I'm like spreading this propaganda, they're going to get every single person, every one of them, because it's very serious. And I felt like this is maybe an exaggeration, but I felt like, oh, we have a president. His name is Robert Mueller. You know what I mean? Because it took seriously the fact that report made it clear that we're being it's a war. It's an information war, if anything. No blood exchanged so far, but exactly. So, hi, Connie. Nice to see you. Welcome. Connie has been one of us. Oh, Jen. Okay, so here, like I said, I'm gonna post here, guys. So, okay. Anyway, it's not letting me post. But if you have any problems with please, if you can go on the where it says live and it tells you the time, there's something called Get Audio Video Help, and that has the link. Okay, that you should click on that if you have any troubles, if it's too slow or something like that. Okay. Anyway, so wow. So anyway, we're just talking about the details on the report on the indictment of the Russians. So yeah, so I feel like it's a whole operation. It's an information, if anything, it's an information war. And the way that they phrased it, to me, says that they're going to take, like, that they're going to prosecute everybody who will spread this information. It's not going to be a kind of naive thing. Oh, whatever, you know, he didn't know, I just am conservative and I don't know. No, it's like they're repeating, they're working for them, and all of the people that are in this are going down. And I feel like, oh my God. Okay, oh wow. Hi, Barb. Oh my God. Yeah, I just feel like, but I thought it was so clever how they worded everything so that they would give them notice. All these people who are involved are like kind of shitting their pants, A, and then B, give enough room for Trump to hang himself, basically. Oh no, there's no collusion. And so I feel like from now on, guys, I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, we'll have to look into this, that it's going to be every week or every couple of weeks, there's going to be more. And I feel like, not that I know, obviously I'm not familiar with all these things, but it looks like Trump, like Mueller. Oh my God! Wow, Barb's from New Zealand. That's crazy. That's great. Oh my God. Yeah, they think he's in the clear. I think I think Maryland's saying, and Trump people are so dumb. They think he's in the clear. Haha. Yeah, I feel like they know that you can't escape. Someone said the tweet that he sent was huge because he admitted that it's not a joke. For the first time, he's like, "Oh, it's a witch hunt. It's nothing burger. It's this, not." Now it's like, no, he has to admit. And what I thought was great was that it proves that if he doesn't do anything, he's not working for our interests. Can you believe that? these people are admitting that they work against our interests. That's so obvious. And I feel like the investigation, I feel like the way that Mueller is revealing these things, he's forcing them to admit, okay, Ruth is saying they can't be that dumb. No, I feel like it's, oh my God. Oh my God, really? It's funny, people tell me things, Judy is saying, yes, it is. You said the other day to watch for things to happen over the next couple of weeks. And then like, I don't know, it's so much that happens. Oh my God. Oh, hi, Barbara's from New Zealand. She's here from New Zealand. Isn't that amazing? Not here, the physical location, but on the internet here on the broadcast. And by the way, guys, obviously today is a kind of like a special day. So as you know, the live stream goes up automatically only up to 2 hours. So if it happens that it goes beyond, I'm not saying it's going to go on forever, but like if we're doing something, we're going through doing a reading and then it stops, then I'll continue. I'll warn you beforehand, but I feel like today is kind of like a big day. Oh, that's okay. Hi, Diane. So it's just, it's like, oh my God. Anyway, so those are the issues, guys. So tell me if you have, Brenda wrote me a question because she's not going to be on. She said she wanted to know if Manafort and Trump are fearing for their lives. And this is the kind of question that I normally don't like to do, but I feel like in the context of today, it makes sense, okay, to feel like, what do they fear? Okay. So, so that's interesting. Okay, guys. So let me know if you have any specific questions, because this is like, so there's so much to talk about. There's so much to look into. I feel like it's open. Oh, and another thing I wanted to say, like it's open all these avenues. And I wanted to say that I was surprised. The whole thing. Remember how I did a reading on Rosenstein, and I said he was that he was going to have good news, or that he was actually happy, even though people were like really being very mean to him. He had some new. Like something happened that he was going to be really happy, and there it is. It explained. It was interesting. So, oh my God. So I thought it was amazing because it was clear that he was happy to do that. It was like revenge for Rosenstein, who's the kind of person who would never do that. Hi, Jessica. Yeah, I feel like it's very on him in a way, right? I have a feeling that kind of person, he loves being in the background. He's not somebody who likes, to get the spotlight for himself, but he was like, and I love how he was like, thanks so much for all the law enforcement and people in the FBI who did this amazing work. Can you imagine? This is the first time the FBI was acknowledged for everything they do. Can you imagine? Because the president only yells at them. And it was obvious that he was angry. He was angry that he was treated so horribly. I mean, not just him, but it feels like he was even more angry about the FBI, how they were saying bad things about the FBI. So, okay. All right. Oh my God. Oh my God, yeah. But I think it's great, that he did. Well, there's one American guy, which it was very interesting because it's just some guy who sells like, probably like low level. He's like sells the fake bank accounts to them. But I think it's like some random guy on the internet who has this business. It's sort of shady, but he was not, I don't think he's involved. People were saying that. So, oh my God. So then, okay, so guys, okay, so I'm trying to think. So there's several questions. Let me try to. I don't think Kushner is leaving, because you know what, this is going to sound horrible what I'm going to say, but I believe it's true. And don't be scared, but I feel like Kushner is kind of the president, like in a way, because do you think Trump really he just does whatever the Russians want. That's number one. Okay. And I feel like he doesn't read anything. He doesn't participate. He doesn't want to know anything bad. He just will not say anything bad about the Russians. But I feel like the person who makes sure things are, in place are Kushner, essentially, and probably Ivanka to some extent. Yeah, Stephen Miller, but I think Stephen Miller is running the show, yes, in terms of the, the mouthpiece kind of situation, but not in terms of the foreign policy. The foreign policy is probably Because did you guys see? I was shocked, but it's the truth. There was something in the Washington Post saying that although Jared Kushner does not have security clearance, he's the person who requests the most amount of information from like intelligence services. He's always requesting information. Can you imagine? How is Jen asks, how is Kelly going to get around the security clearance? He's not. I mean, guys, there's no way around it. There's no way that Ivanka or Jared are ever going to get security clearance because they're shady. Okay, that's what it is. Like if they have 1.2 billion in debt, you probably can't get security clearance. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Because it's like I feel like this whole, even this situation, and someone said, I saw on Twitter, someone said, who oh my god, yeah, I just feel the whole thing, the whole thing when the people are setting up to like the whole thing of like not having security clearance and just looking at the documents, I think it's a crime. I don't know, I don't know if I'm right, but it's like you can't, they're not going to get rid of, I believe they will not get rid of Kushner. I truly believe that, because it's like, if the government is Kushner and Ivanka, that's why. Because Kushner controls the family behind the scenes, that business dealings, okay? That's why I feel like he has to be around. He'll never, I mean, hello, can you imagine? Oh my God, I can't. So I feel like, yeah, not just guys, okay, so let's think, just think like broadly the issues with Jared Kushner. He has a ridiculous amount of debt. He was already caught on tape talking to the Chinese ambassador about his own business, about his own family business. He went to Saudi Arabia, and then the next day there was like a coup there. Okay. He has, he's friends with a guy in Israel who's like a criminal, Netanyahu, and some other guy. And then he is already, what is the other thing about him? Oh, and let's not get started with Russia. He wanted to have a back channel. I mean, it's like you can't even, he's literally like trying, guys, I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised if the blue wave. So maybe we'll ask, what will be the thing that gets him out? Mueller? Diane asked this. So is the question about Trump or Kushner? Kushner. Okay, so I'm going to write this down, okay? Or dense. Okay. Yeah, I think it's impossible for Kushner to just, I feel, you know what I feel like, guys? It's like, it's going to go like this. Okay. They got Manafort, they got a few people, but they're going to go like this all around. They're going to go to Cambridge Analytica. They're going to go to Brad Pascal, all these people. They're going to get, and then they're going to do less, because I feel like since he's actually think about it, Kushner is a very dangerous person. I think he's the most dangerous of all, because if he's still in the government and he's indicted, he could be like, boom, get the security thing, sell it to anybody, give it out. You know what I mean? This is extremely dangerous. Okay, exactly. I feel like it's very dangerous, Kushner. So I feel like they're going to leave him for last. Whatever, I don't know how to, how, obviously I don't know anything how these investigations work and those terms, or how, but I feel like they must be aware that he is very dangerous, very, very dangerous. So yeah, he looks so meek, yeah, but it's like he has no soul. He's sold himself a long time ago. So so I feel like the whole, like, Kushner is going to be the last thing that they pull out, and then it goes, because I was thinking, guys, of the last reading I did and the cards that showed up, and one card that I remember that I feel like I may have misread, which is card of the Sacerdote, which is the priest upside down, and then the sons upside down together, and I felt like that meant actually the priest is not just religious, it's sometimes justice. It's like legal system, and upside down, it means it's against the person. So that meant the legal system is going to go against everything that's intimate to him, is an intimacy, meaning stanza is like your intimate space, the people that are close to you. So it's going to affect Trump's entire family, their intimacy. Okay, exactly. So I feel like It's just the beginning, guys. So okay, so let's ask. Should I feel like we could start with the basics, okay? Something like, I feel like, what does this indictment mean for Trump? And how does it feel about it now? What does this indictment mean for Trump? Okay. And then I'm trying to think here. Yeah, let's just get started, okay? Because I feel like, so I just want to get started because it's just going to be a lot of place to go, like a lot of places to go. Okay, so what does this mean for Trump? This indictment of the 13 Russians plus 1 American. What is this? What does this mean for Trump? What was Mueller's strategy, and what does this indictment mean for Trump? Oh my God. Okay. This indictment mean for Trump? Okay. Okay, guys, so I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start talking, and then I'll show the cards as I flip them out, as opposed to, kind of looking at them first. Okay, so it's funny. This card fell out, so I saved it just in case, and this is a card of defeat. So it's defeat for Trump. Okay, means the beginning, I guess, of the defeat. And then the real center, so I kept the card here. So this is a card of illusions and the Russia card. So illusions about Russia. And the first card, which is usually a combination, it tells where the reading is headed. Okay, this is he can't sleep because people are looking into everything. Everything is coming out now. Okay. So okay. Oh no. Oh look, this is a unburdening. So it feels like this is a card of a person has a lot of information. I feel like this unburdening, it means when someone starts stalking. They're spilling the beans, okay? And scythe, uh-oh. So cutting the illusions of the Russia stuff. Oh my God, what? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. So sorry. Oh no, oh no. Oh my God. Oh, look, I Patty Joe, I told her I was here a little earlier than usual. So I told Patty Joe I was going to grab my vintage handkerchief. So oh my God, look. Oh no, look, there's rats everywhere. Why? I wonder why. No way, no way. Oh no. Oh no. Let's just see here. Oh my God, I'm gonna pull out these cards quickly. Let's see. Oh no, oh my God, really? Justice upside down? Oh my God, aggressive justice? Oh no. Why? I wonder why. Vintage handkerchief. Oh my God. Why? Uh-oh. Okay, so yeah, so I feel like, guys, we have the interest. Okay, let me just show you the cards that we have. So this is a Queen of Wands and Fox. So I feel like this could be just the energy, or like somebody behind the scenes, another woman, but I don't think it necessarily means a woman. It's just like shady dealings behind the scenes are being looked at. Okay, so he's like, he knows that. Yeah, I don't think Kushner is going to get a deal either. Okay. Because I feel like he's a spy. I mean, he's a really, like, I think he's he's like, even, it's like treason, even 10 times worse, 100 times worse. There's no way he's going to get, I mean, I feel like it's amazing that he's not going to get death penalty. No, Diane, he's guilty. He can't, there's a point at which he's not gonna, it's not worth, like, he can't, even if he's like, okay, so I sold out all these secrets to the Russians, Chinese, to so and so. I got, like, you're not gonna, you could talk, but you're not. It's sort of like somebody who admits they murdered 20 people. It's like, well, I'm glad you murdered 20 people, but you're not going away. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, well, you're still guilty. Okay, so this is saying, like, the discovery of all the shady dealings is painful. It's aggressive and painful. Okay, and justice is upside down, so it's against him. Now it's like, it's on. Okay, bitch. It's on. They're gonna get him. So, and then here, it's the beginning. I feel like this is unburdening, right? So it's the beginning of the unburdening of the secrets, and that's what cuts. It's the beginning of the cut, and this is right on top. I don't know, guys. Okay. And this is, okay, so cutting the illusions put on by Russia. So it's the beginning of the unmasking. Okay, this is what it feels like. Beginning of the unmasking of the situation. Yeah, exactly what Morsi said. Benjamin Netanyahu has been found guilty of corruption. Kushner and Jewish Russian oligarch are all on some deals. Okay. I mean, this is extremely serious. Okay, it's like, because you guys, if you're familiar with the two spies that were indicted, they were tried and they are in prison for life. One is Robert Hansen, the other is Aldrich Ames. And what they've done, I think, does not even compare to what Kushner or Michael Flynn have done. It's extremely serious. It's extremely serious. Okay. All right. So this is turning, like, poverty upside down, either creating an element, or it's possible that he's trying to get away from poverty. Okay. The fact that he was corrupt because he was trying to get away from the corrupt situation he was living. He is living, I guess, right? So cutting the Russia situation because of corruption and all the rats, right? Because the rats are below Russia. So anybody who's connected to the Russia thing and has been corrupt is going. Hi, Gwendolyn. So randomly, we're just talking about, the question was, what are the consequences for Trump? You know, because we're basically starting the conversation, right? So what are the consequences for Trump? Okay, the indictments that were, okay, what does it mean for him? And here, like I said, it has, first card that popped out without me asking was defeat. So there's defeat in the air for him. Okay. And here we have like people working together towards something, and it's key. So I feel like this could be Mueller's team too, or like all the everybody. It's a group work, and it's group work of good people. So this is the answer. This is the key here. Okay. And this, I feel like this person could be many people, and I'm thinking it's either Manafort or Flynn, because it's a charismatic man who knows about the deal. Okay, because this is saying here on top we have the key. Is the key meaning answer? So the answer is the deal. Okay. So okay, and then here we have the wrong money of the gentleman. And I feel like here, guys, like I think this is Kushner, I believe. Okay. And why I believe that, I believe it's becoming clear that the way that they're going to trade, this is why Kushner is so important. Jared, yeah, is that he is, it's like the wrong money goes to him, or somehow like they track the money down to him. I think there's something there where Jared is in on the deal. Okay, because obviously it's a family business, right? And it would make sense. So I believe that it could also be just a stand-in for someone. But I don't think he's a mastermind. I feel like, okay, so I feel like they're going to find it soon, okay? So now I'm going to pull out these other cards, and then we can sort of like take a look at the situation at large. So they're looking at, it's showing here, they're looking at the Russia deal now, right now. So I think they already have it. Okay, let's see here. So this is from the left, the part of the left here where it's like looking at the shady dealings, and it's painful because justice is against them. It's showing here that lots of money, large quantities of money from the woman, and the woman is usually the main character of the reading. In this case, it would be Russia. So it makes sense that they're looking at the money from Russia. And and Trump is worried. This is his thoughts. It's called the card, his thoughts. So it's on his mind. The money is on his mind, okay? And makes him sick. So I feel like something exacerbating whatever problems he has, because he knows. It's almost like I get him like, kind of like having trouble breathing, okay? Because he knows. Can you imagine, like, if you already have disease, okay, and then you have something like this big being revealed, it's like, no matter what, you're gonna get sick. Okay, so it's like nightmares for him. Okay, so he knows the money is the thing for him. Somehow the money proves that he's just he's nothing without them. Hi, Patricia. Patricia, just going over what these indictments mean for Trump. Okay, so then we have here. Yeah, it's interesting. So I think it's very clear. So this is a vedovo. Vedovo means the widower. And this card is a little bit like the cross in the Lenormand. It's a card that's about separation and loss and guilt, I think, ultimately, right? It's also a card about the past. She loves my italics. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, thank you. It's because I speak Portuguese, so it's a little bit easier, I think. Anyway, so this is the vedovo, means the person who's looking to the past and who's stuck in the past, and it's also loss and divorce and all kinds of things. Yes, I speak some German. Yes. So anyway, but guys, let me just focus here a little bit. So this is next to him is the White House upside down. So there's serious family problems because this, especially in the Sibila, the casa means family a lot. So if it's upside down, you're having trouble in the family. So it's not just there's trouble in the White House, there's also problem in the family. Okay, so since the White House and the family are one of the same, separation and grief and guilt in White House. Okay, so this is right below where the scythe is. Okay, and here we have a long way in marriage. So the deals that have been, like, whatever is in his past here about, it's all about the past, guys, in a lot of ways. So it's very interesting because I think it's showing that it was like this. So stuff that has happened a long time ago or has been happening for a long time ago, it's not even recent. That's what I feel like it's the most damaging. Okay, so this is a cause again, the White House and the marriage. So the deals that were made about the family through the family and the White House, right? So there's going to be a serious problem here. Okay, it's like the family, I feel like this is telling me that the family is crumbling and the family business is also crumbling as a result, because they're looking at everything. So this is a kind of like a difficult card. Okay, this is a card of the turkey. What is it called? The oh my god, turkey. Yeah, peacock. Oh, that's right. I feel like it was turkey. It's funny. So this is a card of ego and superficiality and hubris and all those things, right? So it's upside down. So it's like, oops, I'm sorry. Like, okay, carb, you know, he has to carb his ego. It's not like if he has to carb his ego, it's bad for him. Okay, so this is the loyalty. So I feel like he has to, it's like an examination of the reality of what they are and what they've been loyal to. Okay, and here on top of it, okay, waking up from pride and superficiality is theft. So the reality of what they've done and the theft they've done comes to light, and that they were like their happiness. Or, I mean, I think there's happiness and loyalty, but I feel like they were happy to do whatever they wanted. Okay, this is not something that was coerced from them. This is something they wanted to do. Okay, they were like excited about it. Okay, so it's gonna be like, what is it called? You know, that expression, pride comes before the fall. Right? That's kind of like what it looks like to me. Pride comes before the fall, right? So then we have here, yeah, theft and happiness. So they were happy thieves. That's literally what it's saying. It's kind of sad, but it's true. Okay, so they're happy to steal. They're happy to cheat. I mean, essentially cheating. Okay. So it's saying the falling pride. Okay. And looking at what they've, in a way, if you think of loyalty, is also a card of commitment, like what you've been committed to. So just looking at all these together, we have here a lot of money coming from the lady. So this is like, right, it was like below here was the lady, and he's sick. He's sick because he knows he's like sweating cold. He knows the truth is coming, and the painful exposure of his shady dealings is happening in this moment. Okay. And then at the center, which means the present, we have, okay, well, sorry, just have to click this. So we have here, okay, so we have the scythe cutting the lady and everything that's below the lady. So I think this is significant in the sense that anybody, like I said, who's involved with Russia is going to be affected. And then below, we have here the man who's guilty in a way, right? He's looking at the past, but it just means like the cross and the Lenormand. It's like guilt and darkness and real serious hardcore problems and serious like family problems. And since the Casa is also the White House and the White House is his family, then there's going to be separation and it's going to be a lot of problems for the entire family. Okay, so anybody in the White House is, if you think of it as just the White House, not just his family, anybody who's in the White House is going to have a lot of problems, serious problems. And then we have here, in the near future, this is the answer. There's people working to find out the answer, and they realize that the answer is the deal that he's made. Okay, here, that was probably something that comes from either Flynn or Manafort. Oh, no, could also even be Bannon, okay, about the lack of money from Kushner and how the deal was made as a means to improve, okay, to improve the situation, okay. So, okay, so then we have here, it's like they're looking into what they have committed to, and they're going to have to, you know, get real, basically, because they were happy to steal. They were happy and they were willing and they participated in something. Like it wasn't the case of, it was very different. It would be different if you say, for example, oh, somebody like slept with someone who was a Russian spy and that person took the information. That's one thing. That's bad, okay? But it's worse, much, 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 much worse when a person's like, yes, let's make a deal. Let's, you know, let's steal the emails of Hillary. Let's do this. And not just that. Then give you all the intelligence information. Then just, it's like, it's a very long, it's the same long way. One of them here showed long way. It's been a long way planning, and it makes it's showing here, it makes perfect sense because he needed so much money that this was the way to do it. Okay. So, well, I feel like Luciana is saying, they didn't understand. They know exactly. Ruth is saying capitals. They know what they're doing exactly, but it's like, I guess they felt, you know, and I don't know, they felt like they would never be caught, or that the whole thing was it would be the perfect crime. Okay. And I think the truth, guys, I really believe that the Russians are much smarter than they are, and they were able to catch them, you know, to be like, oh, let's manipulate. It's kind of like, you know, they actually believed, this is so bizarre, they actually believed the Russians were going to help them, and not like that it was a people thing. Like, oh, Russians like us, but they don't like Hillary. No, they don't care about you. They're just using you, idiot. Okay. And here it's saying, like, so this is the shady dealings are going to be cut, okay, are going to be the means to cut to the answer, to get to the answer. Okay. So once this whole thing comes apart, okay, and this is another thing I wanted to show you guys here, that it's like the ring is being revealed. And I really think, guys, I have a strong feeling this is something related to Flynn. I really do. I feel like Flynn is giving the information, and Manafort, and I think even nobody likes Kushner, okay, Bannon. So the financial information is the motive, but also there's a whole background here. Okay, so we got that. Okay, now let's, that's it. So yeah, the aggressive, I just feel like it's very clear. Okay. Yeah, I saw the Atlantic article on Manafort. You guys should read it. Okay, so this is it. It's like they're looking very clearly into the deal with Russia. They've made a deal with Russia. I think they have it now. They have it already. And that's the answer to their question. And that explains everything. So this is like looking into the illusions behind Russia, okay, and the deals that were made. Okay, so there's no escape here, okay? And I do believe, like I said, it's someone who, one of them, I think either Flynn or Manafort. Okay. All right, guys. So next. Okay, so what's next? Considering that it was a question about this whole, what came out today, we can still. Jeannie's saying, it seems like White House lawyers, new charges on Manafort. Exactly. Okay, so I feel like, okay, let me just put this away here for 1 second. And then look into, let's see, now that we pulled this out, so what's coming next? Let's just see what comes next. Okay, I'm going to pull out quickly. Well, I wonder, yeah, I think they're done, but I think Putin now is worried because they gambled. They gambled very highly. They made a huge bet. Okay, so I wonder what's going to happen next. Okay, let's see here what's going to happen next. Okay, just that's going to happen next, because I don't know what's next for, what's next chapter. Okay. Okay, so okay. So what's next is showing this is the con artist because it's a magician upside down, and this is it's a card of the government. It's a card of also legal issues. It's a card of institutions. So I feel like there's going to be a long like this things are changing. Somebody's moving on, and there's going to be long-term opposition. Okay, long-term obstacles for the con artist here. Okay, it's the start of a dark road for him, I think. And then I pulled out these cards because it's saying, this is the Amore card, okay, love, but it's upside down, so something went bad. And this is La Riunione, oh my God, Riunione, okay, so this is like, in some ways, it's not exactly like the English version of riunione, meaning reunion. It's more like meeting, okay, it's like gathering or meeting. It's like a business proposal. So the business proposal went wrong. Okay, something about it. And the other cards here show the main person, which I believe would probably be Trump in this case, and gaining a lot of money. Okay, so this is the money that isn't expected also, right? So it's like gambling money. So I think what this means is that I've said this before. I believe there's a deal between Trump and Russia, but it's not going to come through. Okay, the money that Trump this is why I feel like Trump I feel like for Trump, if he just would get the money, he wants the money so badly, but he's not going to get it because he's not going to do what they want. And I think ultimately they will never pay anyway because they'd be like, well, they could blackmail him forever. Okay. So I think what it's saying here is that, you know, basically the honeymoon is over. They had a honeymoon with the Russians. The Russians told them, "Oh yes, we love you. You're the best." But they're not going to give him the money, and he's screwed, and there's no way out of it. Exactly, he can't come through for Putin. Exactly. So here you see. So this is like a more, you know, basically the meeting. It could also mean that the love fest that they had for each other, meaning just a Trump. Even if Trump wasn't there, the love fest that they had for each other for the deal that they made in the meeting is gone. Amore upside down on the money, so it went wrong. It went sour because he's not getting the money that he wants, and he's only going to get the money if he does okay what they want. And at the same time, you have the government on his back. So this is the background of what's coming next. And I feel like he's probably going to find out that the Russians, this is what's next. So he finds out that the Russians are not going to give him the money, and I think he's going to probably flip out, okay, in some way. Because right next to it, we have lovers upside down again, tells us that too, which is that the relationship is gone down and it's public. So it becomes public. All of this, I think. Their relationship becomes public. Okay. And the secret becomes public. And there's heartbreak. So I feel like there's the public secret, right? The secret becomes public, and there's heartbreak. So anyway, so let's see here more. Yeah. Oh my God, look. Hold on. So this is a card of Gran Signore. It would be the Lord, but it's upside down. So it's him, the fake Lord, the haughty bullshitter, the fake faux rich person. And this is a card of Viaggio, means travel, right? Foreign influence, but it's also upside down. So the shady man gets all kinds of wrong help from the shady, foreign government. So I think, guys, this looks like it's coming very, okay, let me show you because hello, look, our best friend is coming. So who is here on top of him? He's like, Mueller. He's like, hello, bitches. I am here with my lion. I'm gonna eat you alive. You sit your goddamn ass down and get the fuck out of here, okay? Anyway, so okay, so this is okay. So this is Mueller over here, okay? So this is Trump, like the fake bullshitter with his travel bullshit, okay? And then let me just finish here, Diane. So, and then here we have the false person, okay? So I believe what we have here is that Mueller is saying, well, this is a false person. He's not the Lord, you know, he claims to be. He has shady relationships with the hi Cynthia, with we're talking about what's next after this revelation, okay? So this is like, I believe that Mueller is telling the story. Here's a fake person who has all kinds of wrong relationships with a foreign power, and that's coming next, okay? So that's going to be, this is going to become public, and I felt like it was interesting how I've said this before. Remember how I talked about how Mueller was going to give a lot of explanation for everything he does? I think it's going to become the style that how he does it. It's going to be almost like little lessons. He's telling a story, right, through these things. So here we have, like I said, you know, Mueller showed, like, this is, you know, fake Lord, you know, shady relationship with foreign power. And he's like, Mueller's like, so this is a fake Lord and he's a false person. Okay, so it becomes, I feel like then that's the narrative that he's saying, because here we have, this is right below this, which is become the secret becomes public. Okay, and the relationship that went sour becomes public. Okay, so, and I feel like he's saying, well, he never got the money he wanted, but he still made the deal. Okay, he was waiting for the money, like I feel like he's saying, okay? So it's showing, I asked what is next. So he's not getting the money, but Mueller shows it anyway. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Let's keep going here, okay, and see where it shows, unless you have a very specific question. Okay. Okay. So here, this is like, again, money situation, something about the White House and get them getting money. And this could mean two things. This is a card of regularity and steadiness, and this is a card of somebody moving on. This I've said before, it could also mean transfers, like money transfers, because it's also, these are two money, it's pentacles. And it could also mean change, like people leave. But I think ultimately this is like, it's like, you know, the meme, like somebody, you got receipts. That's what it looks like to me, okay? So yeah, but I feel like, guys, I don't think this whole discussion of like whether the, you know, the Trumpsters will believe, they know this is true. Let's get real. Do you think anybody at Fox News actually believes that this is just, it's a narrative they're telling, but it's just fake? So there's only so far. They're not going to, because I feel like Mueller is going to continue. You know what I think he'll probably do? He's probably going to indict people at Fox News first. Okay, if they continue, that they're doing this to explain that how it's like they're going to, okay. I don't know that see, I feel like if the truth comes out, it is true. You can't, there's a moment at which if everybody gets arrested, you are going to, why are you going to say that Hillary Clinton is to blame? It's like, you have to be a child to believe that shit, okay? It's like, I've done a reading before where it's like, there's some people that just do not want to see the truth, but it doesn't, but forget about what they're saying, Diane. I've said this before. It's like, this is the truth. You can stay, you could, whatever. Like, this is the truth, and we're going to go with it, right? It's like, it is what it is. You can't like, oh, but they're going to say, who cares? Fuck them. They're full of shit. They're treason. So Mueller is going to build this narrative, I think, very clearly. Okay. So anyway, so here we have, this is interesting because we have the card of the Donna di Servizio, which means somebody doing work for them, collaborators. And this is messenger. And I feel like there's going to be probably news of the people who were collaborating with them. Probably. Okay, this could be true. And I feel like this is a card of meetings, okay? Meetings. Probably could be Russians also. This is also could be a woman. But I think ultimately there's going to be news of meetings, meaning it could be about that meeting. You remember a meeting with Don Jr. and all the things that were discussed. So I feel like it's two things. Either I believe that it's some sort of like news about financial transfers and message, like, and their meeting becoming news, okay? Becoming news probably through some sort of indictment, okay? Exactly. That's exactly what Ruth is saying. If he builds this as detailed as the last indictment, there will be no question. So I feel like it's like, you know, it's sort of like, you have to watch the mob trials. It's like, well, at some point, you know, it's not, you can't just make up bullshit. You're going to jail. People are going to jail, and it's serious. That's what he's saying. I think like they could be denied, boom, boom, boom. They're all, where's Sean Hannity? He's in jail. Okay. That's eventually what this is building up to be. Because I feel like, think about it. If you're spreading this misinformation, you're in on, think about Alex, what's his name? InfoWars, exactly what it is. It's an information war. That's what this is all about. Okay. So this is like, again, it's changes for the house. People, you know, this is the other thing I thought, guys, I wanted to say this, and I don't know if this is true. This is like this combination comes up when people move away, like when you move to a different house. So people are going to be moving from the White House. It could, like I said, I believe this is something financial. It could be something really financial, but I don't want to say that he's going to leave, but that, you know, it's possible that there's going to be a lot of changes to how the White House is perceived if it's not that they're moving. Okay, exactly. Yeah, and I feel like, guys, now maybe I'm going to just show you this, and maybe we should start asking about specific, but this is like aggressive behind the scenes guilt. Okay, that they were doing, they would do anything behind the scenes, and stars upside down is a person away from their true path. Okay, so I feel like all this stuff that's hidden is going to come out. Okay, so, and here, intimate stuff, because this is, again, it's funny, that card I've said before, stanza, means also, it's a card that means secrets. It's like secret communication, personal, private communication. It was upside down. So whatever intimate communication they have, and Donna Maritata means a married woman. And I think this means two things in the modern context. It means a partner, and also means if they made a deal with someone, their partner would be this woman, okay? So they caught this information, okay, that all the communications, they're going to be revealed. Communications with Russia, I feel like that's essentially what this is. And this is main person here means the Russia, like, okay, so the stanza means in the intimacy, they're close to Russia. There is information, you know, how do you say it? Like proof, basically, okay? In the White House. So Russia is in the White House, is connected, and they have a deal, and their information is revealed, okay? So, all right, guys, so I kind of want to close my eyes a little bit now, guys, to do that a little, because the question I have now is how is going to, wait, what? What do you guys talk about? Whose wife? I don't know. So anyways, so I'm just thinking here, okay, so okay, so what is coming next? Okay, this is the, guys, if you help me with this part, I feel like I want to know how Mueller is going to bring this information out. Okay, I'm going to close my eyes. I feel like that will be interesting. What is coming next? I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to close my eyes, but tell me what do you want to know about this context, okay? like I said, I see all of this stuff coming out, but I feel like I want to know how, and I want to know who. Okay, and okay, let me know, in the comments if you have specific questions about this instance. Okay, no, not running out of time, Patricia. We have an hour. Okay, running out. Oh, you mean like if they're running out of time? Oh, the time frame. Okay. Okay, so you want to know? Yes. Okay, so all right. I want to know about Mueller's. What do you want to know about their lawyers? Banking. Okay. Let me see here. Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes here. Okay, so I'm gonna see how is Mueller structuring all of this information? How is this coming out? How is this how does this, the order in which he did this show things? Okay. So okay guys, so all right, listen, no, I think they do. Okay, so what I saw was like, it reminded me of the map of Paris for some reason. It's like think of a map of a city, kind of like somewhat rounded. And what I feel like they're doing is they're going for the scope. They are thinking of like showing the borders of the city kind of thing. Like go for the farthest out to show the scope, meaning how far it is, like far out. Okay, so they're going for the periphery first, and then they're going to flip things. It's like they're not going to be very linear. They're going to be like, okay, so look at how the troll farms were doing A, B, C, or D. And then they're going to do something completely different where they're going to, I don't know, it didn't say exactly what it is, but it's like he's going to give another scope, financial scope, and then he's going to start revealing documents like to the press. So that the whole story, once the story is told to the public, that's when they indict the big people. But they're going to start, I feel like the domino effect is going to start from like outside like this. Okay, so you saw the Russian, what is it called, the troll farm. So they do this. So there's people way out there. So they feel like, oh, it's not going to touch us. So they're going to start over there, and they're going to go to the propaganda people here. Like a random person, not the big person, the person right around. That's what I feel like. The next person that you wouldn't think that it's them. Okay, and then they're gonna go there. That's what it felt like. First, it said first scope, then documents. Okay, so then when but it's gonna indict these people. Okay, so it's gonna be probably random person at like Fox. I said Fox. I don't know if it's Fox News, but you know what I mean. Sort of like a person who, for example, could be somebody who like sold servers to the Russians. Okay, because it's like little people that you wouldn't think, or that like the people that are dangerous, they're not going to be worried initially. Okay, so that's how it's going to be this, and then they're going to, and that's what I feel, guys. The first information there's going to be information from about the Republicans, and now it's making sense what I said before. The whole chunk of information is going to be made public. Okay, and people are going to be indicted before the money laundering. Okay, money laundering is going to come out. So I feel like they want to talk about the propaganda and the money laundering. Propaganda, like first, okay, so they lay out the story, right? So that everybody understands the story. And then it's sort of like, I'm trying to think here, like it's sort of like, see if I have a little thing here. So it's sort of like once the story is told, okay, so let's see if you can see here, like, okay, so this is like the Russians here, okay, so this is Trump. So here's the Russians, and then they're going to go something over here, like the propaganda, and then they're going to go to a random person who has some money here. Exactly, but it's going to be very on the periphery, so that the story about what happened is told. So when the story is clear and the people are not directly related, so it's going to be like this, right? So here, 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 you know what I mean? Here, here, until, and when there's no more place to go, that's when they're going to get him. When they're, it's almost like I said, it's funny, this is reminding me before what I've said about the military strategy, right? They're going to blow the bridges. They're going to take the little places and they put bombs on all the bridges that surround him. And then when the bridges are burned, that's when they're going to take him down. Well, yeah, I'm sure they'll be shitting the whole time, but because I think they're giving him rope. Okay, they don't want him to think that he's going to go down. They actually don't. So they're going to do everything around to give him, not just give him rope, exactly, not just scare, but sort of like to not threaten him. In fact, I think they're going like the way, like out of the way to not threaten him, to make him feel like, you know, it's fine, everything is fine, so that when it's collusion, it's collusion. What are you going to say? Because everything has gone down, okay, around him. So exactly, false sense of security. So I feel like they don't want to fight with him. Okay, so they just want to, it's sort of like, and I feel, guys, you know, I had this impression before I started reading now that I feel like Rosenstein talked to the people in the FBI who are like criminal profilers, talk about his personality and how to approach him, you know, to like how to like play the narrative to his, you know, to his like fantasy or whatever, so that like he thinks he's in control, so that it doesn't feel like it's threatening to him. So I feel like, yeah, I feel like it's like story. Let's build a story that there is, you know, first he said that, now it's an undeniable, the Russian thing. Okay, so they're not going to go for the big players at all, actually. I think they're going to go to the little people around, so that it's like maybe it's also, maybe I'm seeing this because I have watched the documentaries about the mafia. So it's like first to get the little people around, you know, the street people, and they got this one to flip and that one to flip, and that, you know, so it's like until they get to the big person. Exactly. But at the same time, he already has the big people, you know, talking to him, which is Flynn, Manafort, okay, and some other, like I said before, Gates, Hope Hicks, I believe she definitely is talking, and I believe, who else? A lot of people, okay, so Robin Trout, yeah. So I just feel like, exactly, Bano, so everybody's, right? So I feel like then they're gonna, I feel like, okay, this is the other order. Okay, guys, and I do get, maybe I'm wrong, because it seems too much information to come out at once, but I believe it's gonna be 4 to 6 weeks, because now they started. They're not gonna stop now. I feel like it's gonna be drip, 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 but kind of bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay, so I feel like it's gonna be, because this is just the indictment, okay? It doesn't mean that it's the whole, I do believe you need a grand jury or whatever, but I do think it's like, it's gonna be, they're gonna build a story so that they're gonna own the narrative. Once, you know, because you know how they're like, oh no, it's Democrats, it's this, oh, we know the bullshit. So I do think, I could be wrong, but I think next is the propaganda people. You know, the whatever, Jack Prozobiak, you know, those people like that who are like kind of like trolls on the internet who like get those information from the trolls in Russia. They're gonna get them. You know, it's gonna be the next, you know, who seem like little people. I mean, I could be wrong, like I said, but I feel like this is gonna be, and then revelation of the money. The revelation of the money. Money is a very important thing for them because it's a very good, how do you say it? A good way to prove it. Because if you have the financial transaction, what are you going to say? It's fake news. No, it's not fake news. It's a banking transaction. Okay. So, and this is why I feel like for Trump, the whole Gates thing was a huge deal, because that's what proves money. Money is the key here, because so what if you get somebody having a conversation? What does it mean? It means that they did something, but why? The real proof is money, is the motive. Okay. So I feel like at the same time, okay, this is the other thing I wanted to say that I saw, that is like, at some point, I feel like in 3 weeks, I could be wrong, like I said, There's going to be revelation about the Republican money because they're going to reveal something about voting. They're going to start revealing the voting things. Okay, after this, the money is connected to voting, the voting frauds for the Republicans. So I feel like at the same time they're going to get the little people, then they're going to start with the money for the Republicans, the voting systems, money, Republican voting system. And then when the case is undeniable, that's when they're going to get, and I feel like the Trump's family comes at the very end when there's no, it's like they pull the rug. Okay. Diane, that's what I said, you know, the Republicans, the NRA, the Republicans are together, connected. Oh my God, Cynthia, that's crazy. Cynthia is saying, I got a phone call twice from Russia about 2 years ago. No one I knew, but they wanted me to make deliveries for them. Creepy. Yes, totally. His taxes are part of historical records of Trump and in fault from grace or disgrace. Yes, but I feel like the money is not just, the taxes is going to be a proof of character, right? A proof that the whole thing is historically his businesses are fake. But I think what gets, they have a proof of the deal with Russia about the election. Okay, so they have it. They have the proof, some not just financial. They have, and Jeff Sessions is coming to mind. They had something from him as well. They have, I think they have him on tape. I believe they have Jeff Sessions on tape. So I feel like it's undeniable. Okay. So yeah, why not, Cynthia? I mean, I think why not? I mean, if maybe it's a pattern or something, you know, why not? I feel like you should. I mean, I don't know, why not? It's good. So because it never hurts. I feel like giving information about the, you know, what has happened is always a good thing, right? Oh my God. So I feel like okay, so the thing about him trying to focus back here. Yeah, so I feel like they tell the story. They tell the story about the propaganda. They tell the story about everybody's paid. And this is what I feel like. Finances are huge for them. They only talk about people who got paid. Money is a big thing. So if they can trace, they put out the conversations and the money. Because you know how they quoted the woman, they were like in this indictment, they were like, oh, this woman said that, you know, she had a tough time at work because the FBI had busted them. So this is the kind of information they're going to make public, the conversations. Okay, so they're going to do that so that it becomes undeniable when you have all the information. Because if they went to Trump straight, then there will be all these people like, oh no, it's fake, it's this and that. But if you take the people who are being paid to reverberate all this stuff, then you get them. Okay, and exactly kind of like a chess game, but at the same time, they're much more powerful. Because if you saw like two things I've said this before, you saw that how he wants to, apparently people were saying that Mueller wants Manafort to like wait for trial in prison or something. Like they wanted to deny his bail, he's trying to leave or whatever. And then B, I said page 36 of the latest indictment, they're asset for feature. They're taking people's money. Anybody who is paid by them is going to get everything taken, even if all you have is $1. Okay. So I don't know, Gwendolyn, maybe take a screenshot while your comments are posted on the right, because mine, I see everything in one column. So I don't know if it looks different. So anyway, so I just feel like, mine posted on the right, yeah. So I feel like, yeah, it's a whole column, right? Oh, I see. Oh, that's right. Mine too. I see. When he replies a different direction. That's right. This way. So anyway, so that's what I feel like, guys. It's like it's this game of revelation, slow revelation, so they can build a story. Slow revelation, but it's gonna be the people who can't. It's like I'm getting this feeling of like, you know, the boomer, like he's gonna remove the people that boomerang Trump, you know, because there's always like Trump says something and there's always someone like commentating like, oh no, he did nothing wrong, it's a Democrat. It's like they're gonna take away these people so that he's not gonna have the defense anymore. Okay, so the little people are gonna go. Yeah, I think he's safe. Okay, the little people are gonna start going, and I think it's like it's gonna be tough. Diana, will there be parties on the street? So I feel like, and this is the thing, guys. Diane said something about parties on the, you know, on the street if there's any parties when he leaves. This is why. This is going back to the whole thing about the NRA and the money. Like I said, the Republican money is going to come out before. because I feel like they want to establish before the, the NRA tries to, like, the whole Civil War narrative bullshit, okay, that they're a money laundering organization. So they're going to have to reveal this, okay, so that they can be like, oh, this is like Civil War, blah, blah, blah. Like, they're going to take down all his allies before they take him down. So he has no allies left. Okay. Exactly. So no, but you guys, I feel like Tara Jones saying, I always pray for Mueller, and others have said, yes, Gladys said, pray for him. Yes, but I feel like, guys, he's so strong. I know it sounds crazy because it feels like he's, Trump, oh my God, seems strong. No, I feel like now, do they dismantle the NRA? Well, I've said before, let me, undo this thing, because I feel like the NRA, I don't know how they're going to, if that can be dismantling, is like, they're going to go through all the money laundering thing, the whole thing. So it's going to take it all apart. It's going to show. Okay, that's what I think. Like, I don't know, Diane saying the party in the streets bar will be packed. I feel like, I'm getting the sense that maybe it is close to the summer, because I feel like every day it's going to be like O.J. Simpson trial every day kind of thing, because it's going to be like every day there's going to be so many revelations, like, because there'll be hundreds. I feel like, guys, maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's not going to happen right away, but I feel like there'll be hundreds of indictments, hundreds, like this. Okay, so it's going to be hard to feel like, yeah, and I'm getting the summer. I really feel it's hot and everything. And it's like, yeah, it's going to happen pretty quickly, I think. And the whole thing with, like, I'm just trying to think. Okay, somebody, I want to say something. Okay, this is, guys, I want to say this. The thing Jack has said here, Putin's daughter using a fake name, Maria Butina, has been in this country and has worked with the NRA. Okay, guys, one thing. I did watch the video by Psychic Violetta. I don't think I'm sorry, I don't think she's his daughter at all. I think that's like a conspiracy theory. Okay, I'm sorry. Like, I don't think, it's like, I saw the picture of her. It doesn't look, I'm sorry, I disagree. I don't think that woman is his daughter. It's like, I could be wrong, but I don't think that's relevant necessarily. And I don't think that he, considering his pattern of behavior, would allow his daughter to be in such a public position. That's very dangerous for him. Okay, I don't think that's necessarily true. This is because it's based on this video for that. Okay, I don't know that that's true. I think he was like, oh, the name is similar. She sort of resembles him. I don't think the woman, I don't know. I disagree, okay, with that. I think it's just some woman that, he has a daughter here who is like some sort of a doctor, has a lab or something like that in the US, but I don't believe that's her. I mean, I feel like he was kind of pushing the question to sound it as if she is, but I think this is just one of those things. It's a rumor, okay. Yeah. So I just feel like, I feel like that's the kind of thing. It's like, oh, she could be, yeah, Australia. I just feel like, so I just, I don't know, guys. I just feel like, I mean, I really like, really, but I just feel like, I'm not sure I agree with that really. Just on alone, or looking at the images and seeing the story. But I just feel like it doesn't make sense for Putin if that was true, okay? So I don't know, who knows? I just feel like it's not particularly relevant. I think it would be a mistake, okay, to put his daughter in that position. I don't know that it makes a ton of sense, because if she is in such a, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? But I really, I mean, people said this. I had somebody else before. It's like, so his daughters and Maria is like, who? No, that woman is not necessarily. Yeah. But anyway, it doesn't matter. If we go, even if she happens to be his daughter, which I don't think is true, I still, yeah, it's like not, it's like the kind of conspiracy theory kind of thing. Like, oh, his daughter is like, I don't know. I just think it's not the main, you know, like I said, not the main, like others have said, right? It's not the main issue, Ruth said. Yeah, but I feel like Lucien said it's amazing that other countries care so much about us. I think it's exactly what Morris is saying. It's because it affects the world. It's not necessarily that people care about the U.S. and it's because it affects us. And having Trump in any way, it's like terrible for the world, right? It's a terrible thing, right? It's like you know, and it's I love what Mueller did, because what Mueller did was he showed that he is a puppet. He won't do, this is like the next week, it's going to be this pressure of like, why haven't you done anything? There's there's a war, like an information war at least, and you're on their side. Why? So it's going to set up, I feel like also how Mueller is so brilliant. He set it up so that he's going to fail. Because he now has to prove that he's real, that he's actually cares. It doesn't. Yeah, exactly. Okay, guys, so next. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Cynthia is saying, resin stain, if I recall correctly, use the term war. Exactly. It's serious. Okay. Let me see here. Anything? Oh my God, of course. Gladys said, I read that Trump was meeting Paul Ryan Mar-a-Lago. Yeah, Paul Ryan. Like, he's so, I feel like he's so done. So done. Okay, yeah. Gwendolyn saying the dollar is falling, it will continue to decline. Oh my God. Oh, and another thing that I wanted, that I think this speaks to this, is that when I added that intelligence report on a post a few days ago, and it said that there's market manipulation. They think that there's all these foreign actors are pushing for market manipulation. So there's all of it is like all this like you know what is this, smoke and mirror situation? Very serious. Okay, so. You know, guys, let's, you know, do you want to do like, I feel like I want to see what's coming the next 4 weeks or 6 weeks. Do you mind? Or I don't know if you're interested. One other question was whether Trump is like, if there's going to be attempts at like Manafort's life, or, okay, let's see week by week, because I feel like we're at a point where a lot of like, right? A lot of stuff is happening. Okay, so let's see week by, okay, so let's do 6 weeks, okay? 6 weeks. 6 weeks, just quickly. Yeah, exactly. Each week. So what's going to happen each week? And I'm not going to do a ton. It's funny because I feel like now a ton of cards actually is worse. So I feel like anyway, I use different kinds of cards now. So it's anyway, it's a lot of information, but I feel like, so tell us what's happening week by week, so that, you know what, and I feel, yeah, until, you know, I'm trying to see here. I'm not going to assign a specific card, but I feel like if death comes, let's see. If there's a moment, remember how the reading for Kushner was terrible? Let's see, we're just like, what's the, you know, the investigation is going to reveal, right? That's the question. What are the next indictments? What's going to happen to the investigation week by week, and or the Trump presidency as it relates to the investigation? Okay, so what should we expect week by week? Okay, week by week, week by week. Okay. So I'm not coming up. Okay. Oh, 6 by 4, 36. Okay, so no. All right. Okay. Okay, guys. So, all right. So here we have creating a defeat heart. So I guess we're happy that it looks like he's being defeated. This is a card of theft, a long time. So I feel like the theft has been going on for a long time, and we're happy that this came out. And it looks, it's not that we're happy. I feel like it's just showing that it's been going on for a long time, and that there is kind of people are upset. Malinconia means melancholy, so it's like upside down. So I feel like we're finally kind of getting away from the melancholy. Okay, I think it makes sense. Now, okay, so it's a little abstract, and I'll show you what I've done. I pull out more cards, but I'll show you. Here we have all, like I said, here we have these two upside down. This is okay. So this is Russia and the White House. So it's showing here that this is like people are angry at Russia, and like it's clear that Russia is in the White House. Now so I pulled, because I felt like this was a little abstract. Okay. Hi, Barbara. Okay. So Barbara was just asking that, like, this is the beginning of week by week of what's going to happen in the investigation, what's going to come out. Okay. So this is like, people are happy that, like I said, beginning of his defeat, and the corruption has been going on for too long. And there's like, people are angry at the White House basically, and we're finally feeling empowered, that we're moving away from the sadness, right? We're kind of feeling like things are moving along. So since this was a little abstract, I decided that for each week, I'm going to pull out the one card from each of the styles of the styles of cards, to ask if there's going to be any indictments. Okay, just in terms of how are we going to get indictments this week, yes or no. So it looks like this week we will. Okay, so this is like the next week we will. Okay, so this is a lot of money upside down. This is disperato. Somebody's desperate and they've done something crazy. And now it's a gift. We get a gift. And what is the gift? What is it? Letter. Oh, look, we get a letter. So we're going to be gifted with a letter. We're going to be happy, I believe. So it's saying essentially this first week we will get some sort of letter. Okay. This coming week. Okay, now let's see. Let's see here. Let's start with Sunday. So February 18. Okay, and the next is, I don't know if I have a calendar here easily. Let me find one. Okay. Well, I think I have it on paper here. 1 second. So then go by Sunday, because I have to make the note here. Okay, so 25th. Okay, the next one is the week starting the 25th. Okay, right now I'm gonna try to be a little faster because it's showing me. Okay, quickly. Wait. Okay, so this is news of some sort of offer. And this shows that this is like a, you know, kind of loss, maybe like not so good for probably the White House, this long-term opposition. So news of long-term opposition. Okay, so because either there was like an offer, meaning there's information about this offer, or, and this is like, it's funny, expectation means waiting, right? So expectation of a little child. So little child, Trump is waiting for something. I felt like he was waiting for, and this is an intimacy. Okay, so this is like, there's also a card of secrets. Some people say it's like a card of a secret that was found and of people that are unhappy. So there's like either, this probably means, and if you, it's funny, I feel like it's probably one of his sons, because if you look at this, there's 3 people here, 2 men and 1 woman, and it's exactly Trump's family. There's 3 kids. So there's something intimate news about somebody intimate that's not going to be good for him. Okay. So, yeah, so something that there's a public revelation of something. Okay. Bye guys. Bye Diane. See you later. Okay. So, so anyway, so this is like, yeah, so something in terms of people very close to Trump is gonna, something's gonna come out, and expectation about Trump. So meaning something that Trump was, let's see, Trump is either, it's saying that Trump is coming, not necessarily the next, but it was like that Trump is waiting. Okay, so there's like, I think it's going to begin to affect his family then on that week. Let's pull out the section about the, if we see indictments. Yeah, I could be. I think because here we have news. Okay, there's a message or news that gives somebody gloomy thoughts. And here we have esperanza upside down, which is hopelessness. So people are getting, it's getting real. Okay. And no, but Luciana is saying public revelation. I think, no, it's not going to be women. It's going to be, this is about the investigation. It's not about Trump's public persona. Because I feel like if you think about the scope of things, the women being paid, it's like not to diminish what they've gone through, but in terms of what the investigation is something else. Okay, this is about the investigation. So the perception of the investigation. So I think essentially it's like, you know, there's messages and there's hopelessness in 2 ways because of a secret. So secret messages may be revealed, okay, here. And the book card, this is why I don't know, it doesn't necessarily refer to anything legal, but it's not totally far-fetched. I feel like something comes out, okay, about, okay, let's see. So that's the next week after that, we have March the 4th. Okay, week of March 4th. Okay, here we have, oh, that's good. Looking good. Looking good. Okay, so let's see if there's indictments. Okay, so this is a card of averting death in the public. So this could also mean the beginning of the end, because death is like upside down. So in a way, it's like this is going to be the beginning of the end of the public eye, because we also have Tower. So Tower is a bad thing. Bye, Morsi. Good to see you. Okay. All right. Okay. Bye, guys. So this is the March 5th week, starting on Sunday, March 5th. So the public shadiness is coming down. Okay. So it's the beginning of the end. Public snake. Okay. Public snake. March 4th. Let's see here. What is it? The 4th. Oh, no. So yeah, Sunday the 4th, March 4th. So this is, the snake becomes public. So there's like a snake in the public eye. It's falling apart. Okay. So there's the beginning of the end. And because we have here communications, and this is, Mueller is here. Okay. messenger of the enemy. Okay, so there's either messages are intercepted or shown from the enemy, or that the enemy gets the letter. Okay, because it's somebody delivering a letter. Okay, so the person could be delivering an indictment, but this is a letter related to the enemy. And we have here confrontation between Trump and Mueller. Okay, because this would be, if not Trump, then Kushner, because this is a main person. Okay, usually the equivalent in Lenormand is the gentleman. So this would usually is Kushner, but it could be either. But this is Mueller anyway, so he's here. So it's like this big. It's the week, I think, when things get tougher. And I think this is also interesting because this is the 4 cards, right? That is, is there going to be an indictment, yes or no? This is a group of people who are making decisions in the background. Things are looked at very closely, right? It's the sun. This is the deal, okay? The deal that didn't work out. It's a card of marriage upside down. And the rats. So this could mean that I wonder if there's going to be something about Republicans. In either way, this is a big week. Okay, this is a big week. I think it's like either Kushner, Trump, or I think the Republicans are definitely, because it's the mice. I always associate them with this. So stuff is the beginning of the end. Okay, like I said, many people think, oh, am I? Are you sure? We don't know, right? So yeah, so we don't know, guys, right? So it could be that nothing happens, but I feel like, don't you think that it's a little intense? The whole thing that happened on Friday with this indictment. So they're saying there's a war. Like they can't. This is the kind of thing, because people said, oh, a lot of people said it's going to take a year, but I feel like after this revelations, you can't. How long are you going to be able to get away with this stuff for? No, not very long. I'm sorry. It's going to be pretty clear. Okay, so all right. So this is, you see, so it's like and it's showing here. This is if you put these like on top of each other. So Mueller is the messenger. He has the messenger role here. And the shady person is the enemy. So either Kushner or Trump or somebody who's going to be exposed as the enemy. That's as big. Okay, so this is because the good group of people is going to talk about the corrupt deal. Okay, and the deals. This is a card of exposure. So the good people are going to expose the corrupt deal here. And since exactly the legal entanglements are going to take out, but I feel like something big is going to be exposed. Okay, so this is now let's see. Next is March 11th. March 11th. Okay, so no, let's see this. Okay. So, okay, this is interesting, guys. So this is actually a very positive set of situations, okay? This is when something happens very quickly, okay, very suddenly. And lovers means soulmates, right? Connections. Now, I feel like this could also mean something related to the internet or something related to, this means network. It could also mean internet network. So something related to maybe Cambridge Analytica or those kinds of it could be many things, because this is also a card I associate with the internet. So connection is this is what it could be, okay? And this is something moving, flowing, moving positively. So this, like I said, could either be positive news for us because we're kind of moving on closer to achieving your goal, or it could also mean that there's progress because we find more information about the network in terms of internet, okay? Anyway, so it's interesting because we have here, I think this is dispiacere, right? Oh, this is, oh my God, I have the thing here. Okay, so look. Oh no. Oh, look. Oh my God. sad. I'm so sad. So sad. Right, so somebody's sad, and this person is also sick. They're sad and sick because something is very fake cry, right? It's like, so sorry, oh my God, President Trump. Oh, a great family, oh my God. Viaggio crushed again. I don't know what to do. Oh no, so they're sick. They're kind of having, and guys, remember the whole, it's funny, this is reminding me of the images I saw, vintage fake riots. Because remember I said he's going to break televisions or whatever? I feel like this is kind of, he's sick. Like he gets upset and he gets sick. Like he's already sick, like in every sense, but I feel like he's kind of like, he's like, oh, I'm alive. Oh, no, my God, no, no, no. Like, he's like a baby. Like, he's like, but he breaks things, okay? So it's showing, this is a weak, look at the fake person card here. So this person, the fake person is crying, and he, crying in meetings or crying. I feel like he's going to have meetings, something, like there's something coming, right? So that's kind of bad. Okay, I feel like, okay, let's see here. Okay, so then, another indictment week. Okay, look. So this is like illusions. The person, I call it the propaganda card because it's like the illusions that people create in order to have others believe it. And the people who serve it, this is interesting, right? The people who do the work, the day-to-day work to make the illusion continue, and a deal. Okay, so the deal between the propaganda people, something like that. And look, a court, somebody has to go to court. I'm so sorry. Oh no. Oh no, look. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Are you sad? Are you crying? Oh no. Oh no. So yeah, I just feel like the whole thing is coming apart here. Okay, for this person is crying. They have to go to court. It's kind of annoying. Oh no, oh no. Yeah, so things are moving along quickly, okay, for the good side. Yeah, so it's another one, and see, I just want to, I feel like okay, yeah. Oh, Jared and the Russians. I'm sorry, Jared. Oh no, oh no. Oh my God, what? Prison? Prison? Oh my God. Oh, look, perfect. Letter that leads to prison. Okay, so somebody's going to prison. I think it's Jared. When is it, March 11th or something? March, I forgot. Okay, so what, oh, next is this. Okay, so let me show you this. So this is a card of somebody waiting, somebody stuck in a situation, and that's a man here, Jared. Nice pants, Jared up. Nice pants in jail. Okay, and this is like the group work, wrong people, shady people working. And then Russia. So it's like the guy is waiting. He's basically like tied to Russia because he's not in control, and they have like shady plans. Okay. And what do we have here? Oh no, it's funny because I really feel, guys, it's so, I don't feel for him actually, but I feel like he can't escape how bad everything is for him. So the below him is prison and a letter. So it's like, if he's not immediately taken to prison, at least he's indicted, okay? At least. So, and then we have below him, we have a journey, okay, which I think means the all his connections to foreign governments, okay. Oh, good, Connie, good night. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, okay? Okay. I'm gonna post a review, okay, for everybody. Oh, okay, bye, Con. So, okay, so this is okay. So this is travel, right? And grief and adversity. So I feel like he's gonna get a lot of grief, literally, like in both sense, like in every sense. Yeah, he'll get on the ankle bracelet exactly. Good night. Good night. So it's gonna be like all the stuff that he has done with foreign governments are gonna create trouble for him. Everything, okay? There's a letter about that coming for him. It's very clear here. And this was, let's see, I think this was the week of the 18th of March. Okay, this was the now let's pull out the part of like whether there's going to be indictments on this week. Oh, Bambino. So this is a look into money, finances. I don't know that there's. I think it's pretty clear here that Kushner may be indicted on that week, and the money. This is Bambino, right? It's like Trump is upset because money is going to be uncovered, as well as things related to Kushner. Okay. So all right. So next is, let's see, 25th. So the 25th of March, right? Okay, I'm not skipping a week, I don't think. Yes, so this is a woman, I wonder if this is like, this is emotion. It could be Ivanka, the gift, or bribery. Good night, Pat. Sorry. Okay. Oh, just say goodbye. It's okay. I thought so. So this is like, I think this is like trying to collect money if you get paid. And this is the old, like, this is Dotard. Dotard gets a gift. Okay, so it's like the revelation of Dotard's gift. And I think this could be also Hillary. It's the Queen of Cups. So it could be something like he gets money to take down Hillary. And this is also why he does that. Okay, he is like shady towards her. Short illness and happiness. Okay, I wonder what that means. Okay, here. Okay, this is a conversazione upside down, meaning kind of like conversations that didn't go too well, and the main person here. And I feel like I wonder, I don't know if it's true, guys. It's kind of, maybe it's my imagination. I feel like I wonder if he had scheduled to talk to Mueller, but he doesn't go or something. Because it's saying here, it's like a short illness. So I wonder if he says he's sick, or it's the week where he's like, oh, I'm sick, I don't want to go, or something. He's like, interesting. Yeah, so yeah. So I feel like this is interesting because it's showing that there's happiness, that he's like sick. But ultimately, I feel like he says, oh, I'm sick, I can't have the conversation that I was supposed to have with Mueller. Something like that, okay? I wonder, because it's like this revelation that he got money to like take down Hillary, and he's supposed to do something for it, and then he couldn't collect them. Let's see in terms of indictments what it says, okay? Yeah. This is a disappointment. The fake friend, meaning the spy, opportunist spy, and he's theft. So it's more information about how he's a fake person, opportunist, who would do anything. Okay, so there's disappointment, I think, in the sense of the like, it's becoming clearer and clearer that this is it. Okay, now the last, because guys, I have this date of March 23rd. I wonder, because I've had this. Oh, what is it? Oh, actually, there is March 20. No, hold on. There. Oh my God, guys, I'm so excited. Oh my God, this was supposed to be this week because March 23rd is actually a Friday. I kept this was on my mind, March 23rd, but it's a Friday, so it's a day that when indictments drop. So we'll see what happens. So this is actually 25th, I think. Okay, so let's see, 25th here. Okay. Oh my God. Yeah. I feel like this is interesting because I feel like this is a chariot, like non-victory. This is like the loyal people in the government. Okay. And this is a hope again. We're hopeful again. I feel like they're able, maybe they're able to revert things. Okay. But this is like, I feel like there's a resistance on their side. This is militare upside down. Militare a lot of times also means aggression, or like, you know, could be a military action. And I feel like they're aggressive about their dreams. Like, like Trump's people, I feel like they may try to like schedule, organize a, not a rally, but something like they're becoming aware of what's happening. And it's like this deal that this is a long way. I'll show you the marriage card here. Okay, so this is so this is like there's some sort of military act, some aggression that was planned for a long time, because they really were hoping still that the deal could come through, but it's not. I feel like it's the last ditch attempt at something. I feel like, because I feel like it's by this week, March 25th, it's going to be clear that Mueller has won in some way or other. Okay. It's not showing here that he's left necessarily, but I think there's enough indictments that like, okay, here, 1 second. Now let's see. Yeah, the family, they are going to get the family's money. I think here, something related to their money is going to come out, and it's going to be under possible, let's say sequester or something. So I feel like, guys, this is like so much information. Let me try to like, oh my God. Because I feel like, yeah, there was some bad, I feel like once, like, what is it? In 3 weeks, when there's going to be another indictment this week, I think. And then I'm not sure in 2 weeks, but in 3 weeks, there's going to be a big one. So then things kind of go down on that direction. Okay, let's see. Let me see here what happens if I can close my eyes and see. Let's see the weeks quickly. We have 7 minutes. Okay. All right. So, okay. So Monday, 18th. Okay. So the 18th. Yeah, I think there's like more indictments coming on the 18th from like the kind of low level people more related to propaganda. People are on edge on the other side. It's like some of people who are pushing this propaganda, they thought it was so innocuous and like, who cares? They're like shit, young people and like random people. Okay, so then, so 25th, there's like big revelation about some sort of financial thing. I feel like the financial thing is going to come out because of a result of something related to the Rick Gates indictment that's going to become public. And that's a big one. It's almost like I feel like they tracked like how to transfer money from the Ukraine to the US, like the system, and it's explained in once the indictment is made public, that's how they explain it to the public, and it's a big one. And then a lot of the people are desperate, like the Republicans. Okay, so all right, so now move on to March 4th. Okay. I feel like March 4th, people are very, because, once the thing came out last week, this week, it's like, there's no way out of it. And I think, yeah, they reveal the thing about Rick Gates first so that they can finally reveal the Republican stuff. And that's when I think they announced most of the ones who received money from Russia, the Republicans, because they had to reveal like the thing through Gates and Manafort, and how they were able to organize the transferring of money from abroad to them, and how these people had foreign accounts. Okay, so they reveal that first, and then they issue, they do issue indictments, I think, also for the RNC, probably, because the RNC had a kind of managerial role in terms of like getting the money first and then giving to other people or something like that. Okay, and so Yeah, I'm seeing the guy here for the troll farm, and like the guy, Brad Pascal, like how, how the money was moved from these people. Maybe that guy, if I'm seeing him here, maybe it means that he will be indicted as well. And the next week, when is that? 11th or something, comes the thing about the Cambridge Analytica and like the troll, this is more serious, more related to the election, like actual, in his announcement of the election and how much money they got. Okay, so, and then the next week, 18th of March. Yeah, and I think the 18th of March I showed here before, I think it's a big one. It's like family members start going down if they have not already. It's like Don Jr., Kushner. And the other week is very dark, the 25th. Maybe that's when he, something between the 18th and the 25th, that's when it's very, very dark, very heavy. I'm just trying to think of like, what happens if these people are indicted? Like, yeah, I feel like they want first the public to know that they received money from abroad and how that happened. Okay. And then there is something in place about them being indicted. I feel like, but that has to be made public before the big things come, other big things come. Yeah, I feel like it's almost like I see an image of like traffic. Okay. Traffic in terms of like there's so much that the courts are so busy because so many people are indicted. Like it's so busy there. It's almost like, when there's a tragedy and there's like families waiting outside, like they want to talk, they're like, where's this person? Kind of like that. Like there's so many people like in the courts, different kinds of people, lobbyists and people who don't think, like the people that you don't think, theirs are going to go first. The people that are hidden behind the scenes, that's the one to go first. And the thing, I feel like the whole scheme is going to be exposed before the people are indicted by using this lower level people. And that's when the other people come. Okay. Guys, okay, so this, I have like 1 minute and a half. So we have the option of like continuing. I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of done with this part of the reading, okay, of like I've said before, I've talked about the week. But I think if you want, do you guys want me to continue like on this a little bit more? Like what happens next? Because I can do like, I just feel like I need a little bit of a break, like a 10-minute break, and I can like do another part. Yeah, I could do it, but I feel like I need a break, like a 10-minute break, okay? So it says exactly 8 o'clock now. So 8:10. No, let's do it because I feel like, you know what it is like I need just a little break. This is kind of intense. Just because I feel like this is kind of like a big, it's one of those things like it's kind of like it takes a while to warm up. Okay, like, you know what I mean? I'm already on this, so I'll take a break and then we'll continue, okay? I'm gonna maybe for like another hour. All right, so I'm gonna be back. It's 8 o'clock. I'm gonna shut down, okay? Like now because it shuts down automatically at 1:20. I have 20 seconds. And then you receive probably in 10 minutes, not more than 10 minutes, what is it called? 8:10, okay? 8:10, it restarts, but you should receive this before. Yeah, no, I'll come back. I just feel like I'm like I want